Boom shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and I was almost staring at the microphone, but I remembered the camera's down here. So, welcome to a news episode today. It is Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had an awesome weekend. I had a spectacular weekend. It was a lot of fun doing that live stream on Friday with everybody. And then, yeah, fun weekend. So, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at everything else. Figure out what's going on. Talk about the Stellar and Facebook partnership. Talk about Rich Dad loving Bitcoin. Talk about Tether printing more money. Talk about KuCoin. All this stuff we're going to talk about. But before we do, guys, just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone nuking the shit out of the like button. And if you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you email me. And, yeah, obviously read the disclaimer. No, if you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you comment on this video. Gosh, whew. Brain's not functioning. Brain's not functioning. But coin market cap today. Look at this. Bitcoin dominance 51.6%. Market cap, sinking down dramatically. $211 billion. Down from 220 some not too long ago. So it is sinking down, still over 200 billion, but will it go lower? The Bitcoin limbo game. You know, not too long ago, it looked like Bitcoin was crawling back up. Right now at 63.34. We definitely didn't bottom out. But we'll see where we're going. Ethereum 304, just hovering at $300. Will Ethereum break through the $300 mark? Probably. Also, Bcash at 570, EOS at $5. Stellar is up big time today, 4.16% at 23 cents because of the Facebook partnership. Other stuff, Neo at $17. Is this even possible? What type of world are we living in? My goodness. And Purecoin's up dramatically today too. And Waves and Dentacoin. Some, I don't know, people still buying Dentacoin somehow. But the top volume for the day, Bitcoin and Tether, also Ethereum. A lot of people buying Ethereum. Okay, so this is what Bitcoin's doing. It's been falling down like Humpty Dumpty. Bitcoin has been falling down. Come on. Not that. Okay. Bitcoin has been falling down. But it seemed to have broken out of that trend. However, we're still hovering in between these little areas of support and resistance that we find. It looked like it was going up and then saw some resistance right at this $6,400-ish level. Are we going to hover in there, or will we finally break through? And is this a dead cat bounce? That we got to look at. Histogram down here looks like is getting a bit smaller, potentially. So we'll have to see if this takes off. If we break through here, we might start seeing some resistance at 66.70 with these Fibonacci lines. All right. So news today. Facebook denies partnership with Stellar. As you guys saw, Stellar was up big time today. Not big time, but pretty darn big time. For number 6 crypto, it went up 4% on a day where everything else is going down. Well, let me tell you, that's not it. This is it. So, Facebook has reportedly denied entering into talks with crypto firm Stellar. A Facebook spokesman reportedly told Cheddar that the company is not engaged in any discussions with Stellar, and we are not considering building on their technology. Maybe they're telling the truth. Maybe they're lying. The two companies had discussed a potential fork from the main Stellar network as part of its blockchain efforts previously. So, we'll see. Definitely, if Facebook was to implement Stellar, yeah, Stellar prices would go up. Stellar's doing a lot of partnerships already. IBM. I mean, they got Jed McCaleb, the dude who created Mt. Gox, not the guy who sunk Mt. Gox. Also the guy who created Ripple, not the guy who sunk Ripple. They got Jed McCaleb. Things could work out pretty well. So that's good news for Stellar. Whether it is going to happen now or not, I think Facebook is going to be very sneaky about what they do. They probably want to implement their own blockchain solution. But that's not the only big news today. Other big news today. Rich Dad Poor Dad author is bullish on Bitcoin, says US dollar is a scam. So Richard Kiyosaki here, he wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. He's talking about Bitcoin, how it's awesome. And so he says that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are currencies of the people that will outlive fiat currency. Awesome. However, If you look at his direct quotes, obviously he's just trying to sell a new book. So in his new book, I talk about 3 types of money today. God's money, which is gold and silver. Government's money, which is fiat currency, which is done by government decree, which is the dollar. Then there's the people's money, which is cyber currency or the blockchain technology. Gold is a hedge, and I'm expecting a collapse on the system, which is why you're into cyber currencies now, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Funny that he doesn't call them cryptocurrencies. Does he even know what they're called? That's my, like, does he even know that they're called cryptocurrencies or cyber currencies? Kim.com echoes that. He's a controversial internet pirate and Bitcoin advocate. He's urging everyone to invest in gold and Bitcoin because the U.S. government is adding $1 trillion in debt every year. This is what a pirate looks like nowadays. Back in the day, like Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. Nowadays, Kim.com, that's the pirate. But yeah, $1 trillion in debt per year. And his warnings are not unfounded, given the fact the federal deficit rose 20% in the last 10 months. Holy crap. Now, when we see that stuff happening, I was talking with the dude from 1 Minute Economics last week. When we see that stuff happening, it's scary because when you have these companies doing a lot of this, you worry about inflationary or deflationary scenarios. However, countries with strong economies that have a lot of debt, not as bad. Like Japan has twice as much debt as the U.S. But we'll kind of see. Everybody loves to have debt right now until it all comes crashing down. It's a house of cards. You need to protect yourself with those things. Watch that interview. Obviously, assets that produce money, like rental, real estate, stuff like that. That's how Rich Dad Poor Dad got so rich. But, I mean, Kim.com is totally right, being how last week we had the article about the Turkish lira's collapse. Went down 20%. Okay, in like one day, more volatile than Bitcoin. And that's absolutely crazy. But check this out. So you remember that article last week about how it was published by Yale, okay, about how cryptocurrencies trade prices are affected differently than other stocks. It's more just like on trends and stuff, and Google can predict the price. Well, check this out. If you take a look at Google Trends for Bitcoin in Turkey, boom, look at that. We have the rise, and look at that. Everybody's going to Bitcoin. This is an indicator of things to come. We saw it happening in Venezuela. We saw it happening in South Korea. We see it happening in Turkey. We see it happening in Zimbabwe. All these places where there's political unrest, instability with money, people search for Bitcoin because guess what? It's easier for them to buy Bitcoin than it is to find gold or something like that. And also it's the ultimate bug out solution because people can just remember a seed key and just leave the country. No metal detectors are going to take their gold from them. Pretty cool. Now, Tether in the news for issuing a new batch of Tether tokens worth 50 million. Now, most of you like me is like, 50 million, that's like chump change compared with what they've done previously. And that is true because back in March, they released 300 million in tokens. But Tether is still not really audited. However, Jake from I Love Crypto made a good point. That's like, US dollar is not really backed by anything either. So, good point. Good point. Okay, touche. Indian exchanges, though, are adding Tether and True USD. The reasons for that? Well, it appears this could be an attempt by local exchanges to reduce the negative impact on India's crypto economy as the country's reserve bank, RBI, has prohibited financial institutions from offering bank services to those dealing in digital currencies. So this is kind of a workaround for Indian people who want to get involved in cryptocurrency by adding these Tether and True USD stable tokens. Again, governments don't want it because it takes the monopoly of money away from the government, it takes the power away from the government. Guess what? They might actually have to listen to the people if they don't print the money. Now, over the weekend, I made a video about is KuCoin's exchange legit? And, I mean, go watch that video. Go watch BitBoy's video on it as well. However, just for those of you who did not tune in, basically there was an article printed how somebody visited KuCoin's exchange. They went here, the office building. There's like the address and everything. They went here. There's nothing that says KuCoin. Apparently, it's listed. It's registered as Smart Team International. The guy knocked on the door. Rich Moral CPA Limited answered, said Smart Team's never been there. Now, KuCoin, I contacted KuCoin support. They said everything's legit. And they have an article that says we have 4 offices in like Thailand, Singapore, China, I don't remember where else, and over 300 employees. But I was like, well, this would be really good if they could just post on their Twitter that a video showing stuff. But if you go to KuCoin Twitter, turns out their Twitter is temporarily restricted. So the plot thickens. It's a little plot twist. Does Twitter know something we don't know? Probably not. But here's the thing, guys, don't keep your money on centralized exchanges. Say it all the time. Don't keep your money on centralized exchanges. Even Binance. I mean, maybe if they get hacked, if you lose it, you might get your money back, but maybe not. So best thing, your keys, your money, you hold it. That way you are most secure. Don't keep it on exchanges. I've always had good experiences with KuCoin. However, I still took any residual money I had off of KuCoin. So smart thing to do, just in case it is a big scam. Because if we remember BitConnect, even when they had the allegations against them, they still said this is legit. Trevon James was still making videos saying, bah, ha, ha, they're not going down. But they did. So protect yourself, you know? Yeah. Big news, Bitcoin dominance hits 50% for the first time in 2018. Look at this stuff, guys. Not surprising. People are losing interest in altcoins. They're losing faith in altcoins. Altcoin prices are dipping. Bitcoin prices are soaring. Most likely what I think is going to happen is we're going to have a large Bitcoin pump eventually. It's always unexpected. We'll never know when, but all of a sudden it's just going to jump exponentially like happened last November. All right, and then once that kind of tops out, then altcoins are going to pump again. So do you need to panic? No. Couple announcements. Komodo has an AMA today on Reddit. So all of you who are interested in Komodo, you can go check that out. They are one of the top developing cryptocurrencies out there, like the most GitHub commits. So they're consistently doing that. They have their decentralized ICOs. They have a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you like Komodo, or if you want to find out more, they have their AMA today. Also, for you guys who want to win free cryptocurrencies, because I want to make you guys money, even though not financial advice or anything. Guys, if you make videos, check this out. You could earn up to 4,000 library credits. I don't even know what that's worth. We could find out. LBRY. There we go. 4,000 divided by 20, a couple $100. All right, I was thinking it would be more, but it's not. Anyways, you could earn 4,000 library credits for making videos showing people how to sync their YouTube channels to library. You could even show me how to do it because, you know, I could do that. Also, guys, EOS was in the news today for having the most blockchain activity. Look at that. Having over 50% of the blockchain activity is recorded on the EOS network. Does that mean anything? No, it's probably all spam activity. Absolutely not. If you take a look at the top 3, 1, 2, and 3, EOS, BitShares, and Steam, they record the most activity, but does this actually mean anything? Because there's the most work being done on Ethereum, most transactions on Bitcoin network. I think these are just 3 that Dan Larimer created because he probably figures that the more activity, the more legit it makes. Meh. It doesn't. However, EOS Ignite conference is coming up August 14th to 15th. That's tomorrow, I believe, and the following day, or soon, 7 hours and 45 minutes. So it's free. You can go to eosignite.com, find out more about that. And then just some last bit of news that I thought you guys might find interesting. Bitmain's holdings. So we all know Bitmain is absolutely enormous. And let's find out exactly what they hold. Well, it turns out that Bitmain holds more Bcash than Satoshi Nakamoto at 1,021,316 Bcash. Also has 931,000 Litecoin, has 312,000 Dash, has 22,000 Bitcoin and just 1,000 ETH. So if you want to copy Bitmain's portfolio, there, you can go ahead and do that. Last little thing, in terms of adoption, good news, trading the first tomatoes on the blockchain. Guys, after listening to Charles Hoskinson talk with Crypto Crow, I definitely think that this is going to be the way that blockchain adoption takes place. Because like Cardano's doing, like some of these other companies, like in this article, Bancor and POA Network are doing, they're going to underserved areas that are not able to enter the economy freely, either because of censorship or because there's no good infrastructure, and they're enabling them to get on the blockchain immediately, effortlessly, and best of all, free. So in this article here, in Mombasa, just fun to say, field testing the Bancor wallet on the POA network to enable zero transaction fees and fast payments for local transactions. As tomatoes and chapati exchange hands, local shop owners and their customers mark the first ever community currency transactions on the blockchain. It's amazing. Okay, so they're using the blockchain. Meanwhile, large governments, the US, England, all these other places dragging their feet. Guess what? There's going to be these developing countries that have all these people, all these goods, everything entering the blockchain, and eventually the large economies are going to have to get pulled along because it's either that or they're going to get stuck in the Stone Ages. So that's good news. Now, coming up, guys, I will be at the Voice of Blockchain conference in like a week or two in Chicago. I will also be at Coinvention the end of the month in Philadelphia. And then Vegas for World CryptoCon, where they're going to have Tim Draper speaking. So if you want to come to any of those conferences, definitely come there. There are links down in the description that give you discounts on them. Also, guys, I started a Telegram channel. Forgot to mention that. So check out the Telegram channel. Now, to find out who wins a shirt, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. Guys, if there are t-shirt issues, don't put it in the chat. Email me. Okay, I can't do anything about it in the chat. You need to email me. All right. So, let's see. This week we had a few videos. All right, we had 5 videos as a matter of fact. So there was a news video, which is 1. There's the YouTuber 2, Zpin 3, Rough Chain 4, KuCoin 5. Okay, so we had all those videos, 5 videos, and ready. Brrr, Number 2, oh, the YouTuber live stream. Heck yeah. This was fun. It was like a whole Brady Bunch thing. Totally cool. I think that was the most YouTubers on one live stream at once. I think. Possibly. Potentially. Maybe. We'll have to see. But it was pretty awesome. It was pretty big. And yes, it was fun. So the winner, good luck everybody who commented on that. Joe Murphy, big fun, do it again. We will. We will. That was a lot of fun for you guys. It was also a lot of fun for us. Kind of hard to control that many people all at once, but it was an awesome time. So we will definitely be doing it again. Hopefully get some more YouTubers in on it in the future. I mean, shoot, how cool would that be if we had like 30 crypto YouTubers? However, nothing would ever get discussed. Ever. It would be like a 5-hour live stream and everybody would talk for 3 seconds. But Joe Murphy, email me at the email on my about page. Get your shirt. Anybody else who has shirt problems, don't do it in the chat. Email me at my email on my about page. We'll take care of the shirts. All right, I send them anywhere in the world. I pay for them. They're coming to you. Takes a long time to get them internationally, but that's the post service. I'm not overnighting them to you. So that is it. Guys, if you want to buy your own shirt, you can go to the links right there. You can go to the shop. Also, brand new academy. Lots of crypto training in there. I think there's a 7-day free trial on there. Also, guys, if you want to know which trades to make, have your hand held as you make daily trades. And it's a really good system. It does pretty well. Check out the Signal Profits link right there. Or if you just want to throw money my way, you can head over to Patreon. Support me there. So, love you guys very much. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Great week. Peace, peace, peace. All right, bye-bye.